that how that button works? That is how that button works. What's going on, everybody? Good evening, good morning to some, afternoon to others. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome to episode 45 of the Shill and Chill podcast. I am your host with the baritone voice right now because I'm actually kind of relaxed right now. Chat, MikeOfAllTrades. So tonight we're gonna chill. We're gonna shoot the crap. You know what I'm saying? Travis is in the back. You know, he's drinking Gatorade. I'm jealous because I didn't go get Gatorade, but well, we'll try to answer questions and things of that nature. But be nice. The poll's up. You guys can vote in the poll. And yeah, man, let me stop stalling this out, man, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be here right after this. This is, it's Travis.
Yay. What's going down, Charlie Brown?
Well, welcome, Travis. Listen, first off, I appreciate you doing the stream earlier today, then coming on this stream to come and shoot the stuff and whatever else, right? You know what I mean? I want to apologize because they killed my stream.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I was watching it. I was so excited. And then at first when it went off, I was like, didn't this happen to you last year? And then I remembered, oh, he's doing showcase mode and it's literally showing matches. And I'm like, that must be.
And it was literally, so at first, so they killed the end of the stream, right? And then so I'm like, I saw in the stream, I'm smart. I'm like, let me just end the stream with showcase mode. Fine, whatever, right? And then it gets blocked in one country. Like it gets blocked in Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Why Saudi Arabia? I don't know. Then it gets blocked in Russia. Then it gets blocked in 10 other countries. And now it's blocked here in America and everywhere else. It's blocked from WWE. So, but the last time they were cool, they released it like a week later. So, you know what I mean? If you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about on the Mo Plays channel earlier today. Played some WWE 2K23. And I'll say this. The controls are a lot more responsive. The gameplay's tighter, and we can play Hell in the Cell matches online. So,
I'm excited, man.
So
get me
listen,
going.
If you haven't thought about playing it, man, try a demo or something, or get a friend who has a friend or something like that and test it out. It's fun, but so I wanted to apologize for that.
Yeah,
but thank you, Travis, for being here tonight. You're once again, first off in the chat, Godly, I see you. Kelfa, what's going on? Zero Hero says, great job, Travis. Which you did, man. Man. Like that. Legit, like you kept that show on track. You know what I mean? So shout outs to you moderating and asking the questions that the people the people that they have.
Well, let's listen, we can peel back the curtain a little bit. Which I don't mind doing.
I like
curtains, baby. There's a lot. Oh, thanks, Paul, man. That's really, listen, I appreciate that. Godly in the house. Love Godly. Yeah, I appreciate that. And Paul, the thing is, what a lot of people don't know and they'll never see is how much I do that off camera. You have no idea. I mean, I'm surprised they still want to work with me at all because I've worked the crap out of them. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Like, I'll even be honest. The a week and a half ago or so, when they were telling me that we were going to do this thing, and they told me it was mostly about the app, I told them I wasn't going to do it. I was like, nah, that's a commercial. I'm not going to do that. And then we found out that we were going to be able to do questions and answers. I'm like, okay, well then I'm in then. And then I kind of got mad yesterday because the app leaked. And I'm like, I thought we were supposed to announce it during the show. Like that was the whole point of the show. So I got kind of mad, but then I was like, whatever, who cares? It's the least of the interesting things that we were going to talk about today. And I knew that it was my idea to put the MVC2 online last.
Well, that's smart. Travis, where's Jago saying your audio is desynced ahead of your video? I don't know if that's on your end or not, but apparently.
I don't know how to fix that. Let me log out. Let me log out. Let me get out of here.
It's all good. As we tell Travis, thank everything he's doing for the community, man. Listen, he does take on a lot, man. So we're gonna try to get the audio issue fixed really fast. Restream is restream sometimes. Real Zim, welcome to the stream. Yeah, man, it's been something. All right, I heard the bloop. Wait, okay, I heard the bloop, but I don't see the face. Heard the bloop, don't see the face. That's probably him just logging out, right? But for those who may have, there's a bloop. Okay, there's a bloop. There's a face. Is
that any better?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out, right? We'll find out. Right?
Yeah. So sorry. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to read that. When you told me that for Travis Juzak was like, you got enough out of us, okay?
Well, I'll tell you this. This and the last stream were them doing more than they would have initially wanted to if I didn't push for more. I'm constantly pushing for more. The thing is, you guys don't see and will never see the kind of negotiations I have with them to like, no, we got to do this. The nice thing is John D is on my side for most of this. A lot of it has to go through other channels and say, can we say this? Is it okay? And 9 times out of 10, it's okay. But we also have to figure out what needs to be said in the amount of time we have. I'm pretty happy with the first 2 episodes, like the information that got out there. I think it's all reasonable stuff. To his credit, John D wanted to talk about the influencer email. Like that was actually, I was going to bring it up, but he literally brought it up and said, we need to talk about this. There was a conference call about it and everything, and everyone got on board, and we were like, yeah, this needs to be addressed. And it's, for me, I look at it like, and I'll say it here, if I had gotten that email, let's say I didn't do anything in this space, but I love arcade games or whatever, and I got that email as an influencer, which I get emails like that all the time, 100%, I would not do it. Not to those standards. If something like that came to me and I was like, oh crap, I actually do want an arcade, I love arcades, I would email them back and go, well, I'll do this, but I'm not going to sign any contract. I'm going to make a video and you're going to like it or not. And then that's it. And I'll walk away. I have walked away from my own channel from thousands of dollars in sponsorship deals just because I didn't want to do them. I'll do it listen, I'll walk away from a $500 cab. Ain't no thing. So at the end of the day, I am in there saying things that you guys in the community are, but I'm able to say it right to the people at Arcade 1-Up. I'm talking to the people. You saw the people that are on today's stream. Some of them I hadn't even met until today, and they're in different, really high-end points in the company. I'm able to have these conversations with them, and it's really, really good.
Yeah, there were a couple new faces that a lot of us had never seen before, so
yeah,
I was interested to see that happen. So where do we start? There's a part I want to start at, but there's a part I want to kind of end with.
You do whatever you want.
So all right, so let's go in order of your stream. How about that? Let's go in order of that 1-Up day, right? So let's talk about the 1-Up app, right? So the 1-Up apps come out. Everybody's been downloading it. I know I've been getting woken up at like all times of night, and then I had to put my phone on silent, right?
And it's been broken since the live stream. Like there's so many people in it. It's broken, basically.
That was my next question. So I was going to ask you: is it just overloaded? Is it broken?
It is. It's being fixed. Mine is working now. But directly after the show, it was KIA, man. It was, which was great because. And I want to also impress upon the fact that for those of you who didn't pay attention to the raffle part, they are legitimately giving away a whole bunch of stuff if just more people download it. Like that's kind of crazy. Like all you gotta do is download the thing and you have a chance at free stuff. And for me, like as I've said from the beginning, because I'm not getting paid or anything from them at all. I'm getting nothing from these guys. I'm literally doing it for the community. Do it so that you can get some free stuff, man. Get some free stuff, bro. Gank these guys. And the tournament, there's going to be like I think they're doing a deluxe MK cab for the tournament on Thursday, you guys. Yeah. Like, bro, they're giving away stuff. So awesome.
So, okay. So I was wondering if it was I didn't know if it was just an overloaded thing, if they just couldn't handle the servers or whatever else. Because even if I open it right now, it's still just spinning. You know what I mean?
Mine's in. So yeah, they are. I know devs are on it right now, and they have been since after the show. I think they did not expect it to do whatever it's doing. So.
Okay. So I saw your credit. I saw via console kits your name in the credits in the app last night. Is there anything in the app that yeah. Your name's in the credits.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, your name's in the credits. Yeah, they stitched on you. So was there anything that's not in the app that you push for that you felt like should be in the app that isn't in the app as of yet?
So one of the things I want to do is to bridge the gap between HDMI out and not, and I want to use the app for that. So that necessitates programming on both the game side and the app part would be easy, I think. But the games would have to shoot out streaming content in some way to the app, and then you would just, and as you know, Mo, you can mirror a phone easy on desktop, right?
Oh yeah, easy.
And that's literally what I think. And I think then you don't need HDMI out for anything.
Yeah.
You just stream it to everything. So that's my push.
Yeah, you don't even have to mirror the app. You can just download an external app like BlueStacks or something like that and just install the app and get it that way. So on desktop. But
Michael, the app is available now.
Yeah. The app is also out. It's available for Android and iOS. I know some people in Canada were having problems last night, but I saw Michael B and his big like half Santa beard, like, you know what I'm saying, on Twitter today saying Adam. So apparently it's available in Canada.
Yeah.
So it's available. I think one of the things that I took away from that, besides like, you ever been in a situation where you look at a phone? It's kind of like Facebook, where you get like a bunch of friend requests from people that you know that you never talked to before or that you've never seen before. And now they have the ability, if you add them as a friend, that they can message you, and you're just kind of like,
So what happened was, and I want to hear about your story for sure, because I'm sure you got a lot more than even I did. Last night when it leaked, or not leaked, when it was released, I remember not even really paying attention because, I've been on the beta for this thing for like 6 or 7 months, and I don't get notifications because no one's really doing anything in the beta with it anymore. It was kind of done. All of a sudden I see some things coming up, like, what the hell is this? And I see a whole bunch of people, including people in the community, trying to add me as friends, and I'm like, oh, that's what it's gonna, because you're just not used to it because you don't see that. So I was adding people, and then there's a whole bunch of people I don't know, and I'm like, this is getting weird. And then after the stream, of course, same thing. I'm like, I don't know these people. Do I let them in? I mean, it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. But are you getting messages in the app? Because no one's messaging me, thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm getting messages in the app. Thankfully, they haven't been anything weird or creepy, anything like that. Except for the ones Kelfa sent me last night at like 2:00 in the morning. I don't know what he was thinking. I'm kidding, Kelfa. I just see you. I see you picking on you. But see, that's the thing. I think, and I stated this last night while watching Kit stream. I stated that it's no, he went through the app in like thorough detail. It was really good, bro. Yeah, and so. What I stated was the app is a good way for people to try to get a hold of you without having to get access to your personal information, worrying about you having to have a follow on Twitter or something else like that. You know what I mean? And then everything is there and everything's logged within that API. So I was like, that's actually a good change, because let's be real. Some of y'all on Facebook. That's all I'm gonna say. That's literally all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. But to Arcade One Up's credit, they are updating this thing, like the devs and whoever else. And I don't know if it's just like these things are set as like push note. The apps updates and the news info and the news wire and stuff is, if they're designed to time push stuff out. But like this stuff is coming out. You know what I mean? Like it is giving information.
Even last week. So the patch section didn't exist last week. Like that's how they're just like, oh, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy, but like when it works, it's actually kind of cool. I think one of the things that speaking of the app, one of the things that that they talked about today, and yeah, Paul, I can't log in right now either. It's an app. It's an app, right?
Yeah.
One of the things that they mentioned was about the 180-day warranty. Now on the app it says 180 days extended, but when you guys did the stream today, you guys said it was 90 days.
No, so what they're saying is, within your 90 days,
it's another 90 days on top.
Another 90 days.
Right. Which, but from people like myself or whoever was right, when they first saw it, they're like, "Oh,
adding another 180."
Exactly, and I think and I think that's a lot of miscommunication in that point, because a lot of people were like, "Hey, well, I can scan this cab now that maybe it's not working, and then I can get XYZ replaced."
Here's the thing, and you're right about that, by the way. And wording is so important, which is why I try, when we're doing like the rundown for what we're going to do in the show, I'm like, you need to word this that makes sense to everyone. If you say, there was a couple of things that they were going to say in the thing, and I'm like, you need to say this better because it doesn't make sense. Like you will make people think the wrong thing. So I'm literally there making as much as I can anyway. But so that's point. But here's an interesting thing. Ultimately, I think the app is good. It seemed when the first leaks come out, no one knew what it was, and it is what it is. But I can see the future in this thing. I've seen what it does now, which I think is great. I can see the future in it, and I think that people should get behind that. If they're in Arcade One, if you're not, that's fine. You should get into the app and really start putting in some time, because that thing could be a lot cooler than most people really thought it was. When you guys were doing a stream a week or so ago talking about the app on, I think it was Weekly Retro Party, and you're like, and I was thinking, man, I wish I could just tell you guys it's actually a little bit cooler than that. Sure, there are some, like, it's cool to see high scores or whatever. Put your what games you have, and that's kind of cool. But it's not about what it is now that excites me. It's about what it can be. Right. And if they see enough people behind it, because I also know some of the history of this app, like before it even came out. Like I know why Arcade One Up was putting so much time into this. And if they see the people using it, there's all types of cool stuff they're going to do with it. So.
Okay, but so to have people to use an app, right? It needs to be more than just kind of what it is right now. And right now, it's just pretty much it's pretty much a news ticker and a message device. You know what I mean? And a way for you to register cabinets. You know, and I guess it's not on it's not for the app, the devs to fix whatever else. But I guess one of the things I got excited for the app when I saw that you could register cabinets, I thought, oh well, maybe if we can register, like let's say we register in an MVC1 cabinet, right? And maybe it will be one of those things where if it's going to sync up to our accounts, maybe it'll all correlate, and then maybe on certain cabinets you can get your records back, etc. That's all.
Oh, you mean get it back? Yeah. So the records currently are stored locally, and that was the reason for that is because they didn't have a server.
Right.
Everyone doesn't really have a server. There's this turn-based. There's no like server. It's all kept stored locally, and this is something I talked to Code Mystics about. That's why I know this. So that's the answer. They would have to change a bunch of things.
Yeah. And I saw
that's the thing. This right here, and Mode, I want to know if you're going to do this more. This does open up communication with people that you might not want to be on your regular social media. Like, hey, just a game guy.
Well, yeah.
And I'm cool with that. Maybe I'll just accept all my friend requests, no matter.
And and that's kind of what I was saying. I'm like, again, there's certain people you just don't want to have that kind of access to you. You know what I mean? Because and let's be real, some people are weird, and that's no disrespect to anybody. It's just, hey, I'd rather you message me here and we can converse, because it works like Messenger. Literally, it looks like freaking an iOS Messenger. You know what I mean? So it works. It works in real time. You send emojis or whatever else, right? If you want to tell somebody to swallow schlong, you can do all that, right? And I think that's kind of important. That's important. So
it's important to tell people to swallow schlong.
Well, of course. Like at least three times a day, morning, noon, and night. But no, seriously though, like it's a way to communicate. And I think one of the more important things that came out of that stream was, and I'm going to jump back, was when they talked about the tournament that's coming up Thursday, and John D said, like, you have to message him your cabinet
I don't know
name.
why he wanted to do that. That's
I don't know either, bro. That was, listen. Okay, so check this out. So real fast, because we're going to go forward and go back. So I said, so if you notice, the tournament's on my page, the Discord links in my Discord, right? Because I'm pretty much doing all the heavy lifting, handling all of the back end stuff. And I feel some type of way my name wasn't said on the stream. So what?
They did.
Anyway,
you know what they did?
I didn't hear nobody say my name.
Yeah, they said Mode is going to be on the thing. Yeah, absolutely.
No, I didn't hear that. Then my internet cut out, and I still feel some type of way. Put me on the thumbnail, feel some type of way. But no, but what he said was like, he said that, and I didn't put this in the description because I didn't know. He said that, add me to the app,
right?
And then I'll shoot you a message. Which that's a gift and a curse, right? If you had an Arcade 1-Up app and you made one dedicated, and I don't know if John's watching this or not, but what you should do is literally make an Arcade 1-Up app, not the app, but make an account. Like call it like John D Tournament or something like that, right? Make an app and have them message you there, because your face is already prevalent, and then people are gonna like DM you like crazy, and they're gonna be sitting here, hey John, this isn't about the tournament, but how about Robotron? Or hey John, this isn't about this, but you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like filters, that's what needs to be on the app. You need filters on the app. You know what I mean? Like filters where you could just turn on for keywords or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool, right?
That's
all right. Now let's get, that's what I'm saying. They should have asked. I would have told them. I know somebody who builds apps. I'm just saying, I'd have told them. And I write the concept for them, so I'd have told them. But backtrack to the app.
Yeah.
I think the notifications. I think that needs to be a thing where, like, when you pull it down, the notifications need to clear out. Like there should be a way to ignore that. I appreciate the fact that everything we go into your account setting, you can change all that and add your fixture, your phone number, whatever else, right? They get made a date off is fine, whatever. But the app has the overlay where you click on, like, if you click on Arcade 1-Up, whatever, it hyperlinks you to the website, and customer support does the same thing as well. It's all in one ecosystem. So the app, for the most part, when it works, is really solid. You know what I mean? So kudos to whoever you guys were testing, whatever else. Like you said, you guys could only have like 5 friends or whatever else. So
no, you can have unlimited friends.
No. I'm saying when you were beta testing, it was only like 5 of you guys.
Yeah, no, there's more than that, but that's about as many people that added me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Right. Yes. So, and that's cool, and it's kind of weird, and the first person to message me last night, and in all seriousness, the first person to message me last night and wasn't even no troll or anything else was Welcome to Die. And I expect Welcome to Die to come over here holding the belt like, yeah, the 7-Eleven champ is here or something like that, right? No, he messaged me like, yo, this is kind of cool. And it was dope, you know? I think one of the things that people get bothered by about this app, and I don't know, I don't know how you feel about this, right? But the leaderboard situation, right? Like a lot of people are, some people are in a tizzy that it only shows the top 10 for the leaderboards, which that's congruent to what's shown on the app, or not the app, but the arcade cabinet. You know, like we show leaderboards, that's what's on there, right? But some people are like, oh, well, this isn't this, and other people can see this and that, or whatever, right? Do you think that leaderboards are really that big of a big deal?
I guess the community is going to explain. The community is going to explain to Arcade 1-Up if it's important. The entirety of what happens next is based on what the community says. So if the community wants more than top 10, that'll get fixed and it'll get added. As long as it exists at all, then it could totally be done. I don't see why it couldn't be.
But is there any? But I guess the real question is there any real incentive to go past 10 unless you're running some kind of score chasing competition or something like that?
That might be that might be the reason why. I mean, some people like that stuff. You know, it's not for me. I mean, because here's the thing. Score chasing isn't for me because there's no way I'm going to be able to score chase some of these scores. They're ridiculous. Some of these scores in the top, even like 50 of some of the Electron and stuff, I will never get those. I will never get those scores. So I don't really care about them because I'm never going to get them. What I do like is the local leaderboards because I know I can beat any of my friends. I ain't worried about that.
Right. And then I know, like, I looked at some of the leaderboards, like the Street Fighter boards, not even right. So I don't know how long they're updated.
So currently, to be clear, because we didn't clarify that, I wanted to make sure that the wording wasn't confusing. It's only the games that use the Gemini back software. So basically, the games that not just that Code Mystics made, but that the look and feel, you know, that Gemini is what it's called. If it has that, currently it has the QR code support. MVC2, MVC, all that stuff will come.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with this, First Diego, and I think that's something that can absolutely come. I don't see that not being a problem. They have a list of things they want to do, but what I think is going to happen is, as the community starts to give feedback, prioritization will change, and whatever the community wants most will probably bump out some of the things that they want to do. But I 100% agree with that, and I think someone said that in the show, and we asked about that.
Yeah. Speaking of the show, let's keep moving forward past the show. So you guys talked about the app, you know, and everything else, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys talked about leaks. So let's talk about leaks real fast.
First of all, isn't that interesting that literally stuff did fall off of the back of a truck? Well, not even fall, they got stolen. Can I say something right now?
Yeah.
All of the videos of those people that have deluxes, I'm about to say something that's gonna be a little bit hot take, but it's true. They're in possession of stolen property. That's against the law. You could get arrested. Now, will Arcade 1-Up pursue that? Probably not. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's me, I'm not having no hot nothing in my house. If it is stolen property, which all of this is, I don't want it in my house. Get it out. So I just want to throw that out there.
So wait, okay. So I heard Dave McIntosh. Wait, does P-Dubs have one?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, I was gonna say this is how much I've been paying attention because I didn't see that video.
No. So P-Dubs had the pictures from someone who sent him.
Right.
Then Paul went over to some guy's house that has the MK Deluxe. Right. Those are, I'm just gonna say it. They're possession of stolen property. Now, the guy who has the MK, he says that he bought it from a friend who has a friend or whatever. Has a friend that he thinks works at a distributor. I think that the guy who you think works at the distribution place, I think he distributes out the back of a van. And you better make sure no one ever finds out your name. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, you're in possession of stolen property.
But I mean, like, but what you want him to do? He dropped that bread. I mean, what do you want him to do? He already spent cash, right?
Yeah, well, listen, that's what it is. Now, typically when you buy something stolen you don't typically get in trouble for it, but they'll usually take it away from you. Again, I don't think any of this is going to happen. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I don't think Arcade 1-Up's going to go after those people. I don't think any of that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Just for me.
Yo, and yes, Damien, B-Kong is an accessory to stolen property. Absolutely. Absolutely. He willingly took his MK30th cabinet over to their house. He got that there. Yeah, he is absolutely accessory. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, right? Yo, people on YouTube snitching on themselves. Yeah. But besides that, he addressed that the deluxe cabinets are coming within a month, so I appreciate that. Yo, but can we talk about, and what's her name? Emily?
Emily.
Can we talk about how Emily slipped up and leaked some stuff she wasn't supposed to?
What'd she say? I missed it.
Oh, you didn't hear nothing about that NBC XL cabinet she mentioned?
No, I did not hear that.
I heard that.
What?
I heard that when she was talking about the app. Yeah, she slipped. Somebody give me a timestamp and link it in the chat, and we'll pull it up.
I'll tell you that. I can tell you that pretty definitively. That's not true anytime soon.
Well, not anytime soon, but I'm just saying leaks.
If at all.
But hey, at least they got in front of Fast and Furious. I mean, they kind of had to. It was in the.
Listen, I made them because they didn't want to. Even the funny thing is that I don't think John D's ever really said no to me when I say these are the things I want to ask. I don't think he's ever said no. When we got on the call with other people, they're like, well, maybe we shouldn't talk about Fast and Furious. I'm like, bro, it's too late. The cat is so far out of the bag. He's shitting in your yard. So it's time to talk about a little bit of Fast and Furious. So just to put it this way, you will hear a lot more in the not too distant future.
Yeah. Okay. So let me preface this and let me fix this. That's why I said somebody give me a timestamp. It was an XL that wasn't announced. I want to say it was MVC, but it might have been something else. But she did slip up and leak it. So
that's possible.
She was talking about again. Somebody give me a timestamp. You guys can go back to the stream and watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about that in March, so it's not like I'm leaking anything.
No, not you. We're just recapping the stream right now.
But I think expectations of like what is man, I should put Captain back again. I think the expectations of like what's coming out this year, just be calm, be chill, just
right.
And if things come out that are amazing, get hype. But as soon as you start putting so much like, oh, I can't wait till this. Listen, everyone knows me. I'm all up in his ear every single day about Tekken. It ain't coming this year. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you it's not happening. Not this year, but maybe next year, baby. And listen, if you start seeing a smile on my face in any of these streams, that's if I go that right there, that a year from now Tekken's coming. If I ever do that.
So basically what you're saying is Tekken's coming.
I hope it does. I'm in his ear every single week about it. I hope it does.
Yeah. But so I'm happy that they at least announced that, got in front of that. You know what I mean? They talked about the tournament. For those who don't know, the tournament is Thursday.
You're going to be there. I'm hyped. You're so good at this that I'm really glad that you're going to be on the Arcade One. You've been on the Arcade One channel before, but in your element. Tournaments, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. The link is in the. Did I put the link in the description? I don't know if the link is in the description. Hold on. Wait. Okay. So one of the things that before we continue that, one of the things that they did put in there and was pretty cool, I think, it's going to help a lot of people in the app. Yeah, we're going to bounce around tonight, chat.
Yeah.
Is the move list, the combo list, and things of that nature, the fun facts and stuff in the apps for the games. Especially like MVC and MVC2 and Killer Instinct, humiliations and stuff like that. That's all vital knowledge when people are like, oh, well, I don't know how to play the game. And now, remember that old commercial, there's an app for that? Yeah, there's literally an app for that now that you can pull up. And I heard you say that Justin Wong and other people like correlated this list and whatever else, right, man? Mm-hmm. So good on them, man. Good on them.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you look at some of the fun facts and stuff, there's some cool stuff in there, history about video games and stuff. Like, listen, if you're a video game nerd, this app is a lot better than most people are giving it credit for. Yeah. No, listen, Godly, Tekken Tag has to happen, or John D and I are gonna have a fight.
Well, I mean, you have MMA training, so
yeah. All right, look, I want to bring this up. I don't normally.
Yeah, go for it.
I do want to talk about this. Well, no, wait until we get.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. All right, so let me think. What else? So they talked about that. Talked about the leagues. Talked about the tournament. You have to sign up, which is a whole process. Chat. You need to do XYZ. Make sure you have the app downloaded. First 48. And y'all know how y'all like to do. Y'all like to sign up for stuff at the last second. Last second. Don't sign up at the last.
How many people are signed up right now? What's the sign up?
Give me,
because that's important.
Give me a moment. I can pull it up.
That's gonna be a lot. Is it single elimination?
It's single elimination. It's first to 3. I push for first to 2, only because it's Thursday night and people got to work the next day. So I push for first to 2. And then it's first to, I'm saying, hold on. So it's first to 3 in the semis, first to 5 in the semis, and then first to 10 in the finals. I pushed for a shorter one, but I
wonder how long that's gonna be. So you're not gonna stream every game, obviously. You're gonna have
hell no. Listen. We will fight, and we will fight. Oh no! All right, so there are 24 people here for scariness. I have hit in the brackets. There are 24 48. All right.
Wow, already.
So that's the field. I mean, that's
A
your
lot of
field.
D
Right
is in there. Who else is in there? Welcome to Die.
Yeah, you know, Welcome to Die.
Are there any killers in there?
So
in there.
I saw Noxucal. Yeah, I saw Noxucal sign up. GVO's in there. Well, it says Good Vibe only. Yo, War. C Smooth's in there. C Smooth's kind of decent. DJ Ilk is in the building.
Uh-oh.
For those who don't know, DJ Ilk is the number 1 on CE. Rob 2D, you know what I'm saying? That's T Call, the code always wins. Real Zim, like, yo, Bobby. There are some people in there. So as you ladies and gents can see, there's only 24 spots left. If you are not signed up for the tournament in this moment, I'm gonna help you out because you might want to sign up. And I'm gonna drop the link right now. Because if you don't get one of these 48 slots, you're gonna be highly upset, right? And yeah, man, like, yo, the chance to win a MK2 deluxe cabinet or win an exclusive badge, you know what I mean? Like, I don't believe in Pokemon. I believe in Pokemon catching, but that's kind of rare. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. There was a question I want to highlight. There it is. Will the OneUp app possibly link up and or sync with the Galaxy tables on your account then? Galaxy tables? Oh, the Infinity game tables, I think that's supposed to be.
So if you want to know about the Infinity game tables, be on the 20th.
Oh. See, that's the thing.
Come to the 20th.
Real fast. That's weird. How come they're not registering cornercades and I said cornercades. Countercades. I just read the goddoggle thing he signed. How come they're not registering countercades or pinballs or partycades? Like
it's a matter of resources and time. They've had to do so many. If you look at everything that's in there in that app, that's only a couple people doing it. Like literally, I mean, if they did that, it wouldn't be out for another half a year. So I think they just want to get something out and iterate along the way and just add stuff. They put out the stuff that's easiest and the stuff that's really like a wow factor, like the QR code. Have you done a QR code yet for like your Blitz or anything?
I've scanned all my cabinets. They're all scanned.
That's pretty cool, right?
And that's the thing. Listen, the cabinets they snitching out here and telling people what you got now.
Yeah.
And then I realized I was like, man, I've sold a lot of these cabs, huh? Yeah. A lot of these cabs. I was like, bro, like, so yeah.
Let me say something real quick about this. One thing I've noticed about John D, I don't know that this is true, but one thing I will say about John D, and I'm going to point back to history. Whenever he says something is impossible, it ends up happening. MVC, Blitz. Remember how many times he said, "Oh, it's impossible to get those games because of licensing and stuff." Whenever he says something is just straight up impossible, it's going to happen. Whenever he says, maybe something will happen or whatever, it's not coming anytime soon because he wouldn't let on to it. But if he says it's not possible, it's being worked on. I've noticed
like the picture he put on my Facebook post about Robotron, and I was like, yo, I just see a wall.
When did he do that?
This was like a month ago or something like that. It was a picture. It was like yo, post the last picture in your phone or whatever else, right? And somehow it happened to be Robotron in front of a wall, and I was like, yo, I only see a wall, bro. So but this is something that I always thought could be a possibility, and I was going to ask you about this because maybe you would know or whatever else, right? And I talked about this on the Shill and Chill last like 2 weeks ago, and I put the video, right? We were talking about speculation of the app and whatever else, right? It was like, so I wonder what game will drop on the app first for free to play. I say it'll be Pac-Man. So if anybody's paying attention, all the games on there that like if you put a cabinet down or whatever, right? There's games listed on there. Like each cabinet has games listed on. So whether it be like, Final Fight cabinet, and it's like, or Shinku Hadoken or Yoga Flame, and it'll say like Cyberbots and whatever else, right? And it goes down a list of games. And so I said a couple weeks ago, I was like, man, that'd be kind of cool. Actually, somebody else said it, and I can't. And the gentleman's name escapes my grasp. But he was like, yo, it'd be cool if they let you download the app for the game and play it on your phone.
So in order to do that, they would have to know that you purchased the game,
right?
Sure.
Right, and I think that's part of the reason why we're registering with the barcode and stuff.
That would lock you in better,
right?
Yeah,
yeah. And so I'm wondering if that's even a possibility that they've even thought about yet. I mean, let's be real, people's cabinets have already gotten hacked.
Listen, everything is happening. Everything's possible, man. Everything is possible.
Right. Yo, Toxin, thank you. Welcome to the stream tonight, man. Yo, app is much better than I expected. Honestly, at least now you can set up online games that usually have empty lobbies like Simpsons and NBA Jam.
100%.
Simpsons has empty lobbies, but NBA Jam, that's the first time I heard anybody say that.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone say that.
Yeah, usually NBA Jam is popping. Like, usually the
right.
NBA Jam and the NBA Hang Time lobbies are popping. I don't own the cabinet, but even I know that. You know what I'm saying? I've had plenty of people ask me, like, yo, Mo, where's the NBA Jam tournament, right? So, yeah, you know what I mean? Really welcome to die. I'm only putting this picture up here, right? Because this man went AI. This is the image I saw last night because I thought it was a troll. You know what I mean? I thought it was a troll. And I'm like, ain't no way this is welcome to die. This ain't no Magneto picture. Yeah. MK4 is impossible, or is it? We don't know it.
Kong, we talked about that earlier. It's there's a lot of people trying to get on at the same time, and they're on it.
Yeah, they're literally overloading the they're literally overloading.
Devs are on it.
Yeah.
So, hopefully by tomorrow it'll settle down.
Yeah. Yo, Nick, what's going on, man? Nick, I see you. Nick, you have a cabinet that I want. You have a cabinet.
Matson.
Yeah, you have a cabinet that I want. Yo, Jason said I like for the app list to show me people playing the games online, like Final Fight. I want to know if someone's available to play online, and that should be something that I would think would be integrated. You know,
get the voices on this. I really feel like this is one of those things because an app they can add things fairly easily depending on what it is. That's something that if enough people want it, they can do. I know. Well, but listen, Sosa can't even say that because he has videos showing all his damn entire arcade. All the time, everyone has 87 games, man. That's not a thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So this issue that we're talking about, the app, is an issue that I'd like to bring to the attention now because let's talk about Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Okay.
So the app is supposed to let everybody know tomorrow when it launches, right? When the updates, allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. Listen, they might put that gimmick out at 12 o'clock tonight. You know what I'm saying?
So do you want to know what the time was originally? And I think it still might be, but I don't have this confirmed. The last thing I heard was 2 a.m. Eastern.
So that'd be 1 a.m. Central. It makes sense.
Now, does that mean it's going to come out at 2 a.m. Eastern? I don't know. But that was the last time it was confirmed. So my guess is it'll be there when you wake up in the morning. I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't stay up all night just hoping it'll happen. It might, but.
So you're telling people they should go to work tomorrow?
I think you should go to work. It's going to be there when you get home. I want to show something as far as what I want to talk about some of the things to be aware of before you play. But yeah, Kong's Rust, get your dongle ready. Get your dongles out, buddy.
Yo, where's this dongle? Show me this dongle, sir. Show me this dongle.
Show us your dongle.
Hey,
okay.
Yo.
Hey, yo. All right. So, but before we get into the details of it, why don't you tell people that you're going to be running someone want to get some of these hands dirty? What are you doing?
So I'm debating on it. Depending if it comes out, it all depends on if it comes out tomorrow.
It will.
But tomorrow night, I figured, hey, let's overload these servers.
Let's do it.
So on the Mo Plays channel, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Pacific. Don't ask what time Mountain Time is. I'm kidding. It's 8 o'clock Mountain. I think it's 7 o'clock on Pacific, right? And I'm gonna put a post up in the One Up community page, right? Tomorrow we're gonna run a short stream on the Mo Plays channel, and we're gonna stress test these servers.
Let's go.
We're gonna see live in real time. We're gonna see just how good this online is, because I personally would like to know. I like to know, you know what I'm saying, like if there's, you know what I'm saying, the spectate. I mean, I want to know if the spectate's flawless. I mean, well, all right, hold on, let me preface this. I'm going in with the expectations that it works.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be flawless because it's, beta, whatever, right? But we're gonna see if we can, and I need all of your help with this, chat. I need you all to be on your cabinets, and we are going to flood these servers, and we're gonna do what you're supposed to do in beta tests. We're gonna break them.
Yeah, you should. Real quick, I want to answer something before I get in there.
Go for it.
All the time that has been spent over the last couple of months has been on multiplayer. This other stuff will get fixed. Latency, if you're talking about input latency, oh yes. Let's talk a little bit about some of the. I don't want to go into everything because we're going to go on a deep dive next week, but I'm going to give you some surface level stuff and stuff that you're going to recognize right away. So, number one, once you hit online, the first part is 100% the same as X-Men versus Street Fighter and everything. Now, there are two differences you're going to notice. One, if you're a spectator, and two, if you are just about to play. I don't want to go into too much detail. I'm going to show you a screenshot of what it looks like when you join, and then I'm going to explain it when I come back. So let me go back over let me go to my thing. Hold on.
Okay.
Change my camera right quick.
Yeah. Chat while Travis is getting set up. Yeah, we're gonna do it on the Mo Plays channel, chat. That's where we do all the fighting game stuff and all our live stream stuff. And I hope my bot's awake, because if it's not, can I get a mod to there we go. Yo, click that channel, you know what I'm saying, and join on. Yo, why is Travis me? Yo, I just saw me with the Pink Ranger helmet.
Wait, what happened?
No. So when you turned your camera off, it was me with the Pink
Ranger.
Yeah,
I saw. Yeah. I'm trying.
I was like, wait.
I know what I need to do. Elgato Cam is where I need to go, not the link. Sorry.
But yeah, oh my gosh. So can you spectate an MVC2 match from an MVC? It has to be MVC2.
Wait, why is this not working?
I don't know, but those are some nice fights.
Okay, here we go. Okay, all right, here we go. Hold on.
All right, chat. We're live.
I'm going to show you something. This is what you're going to see.
The toes? I saw your toes, bro. All right, let's see if we can look. Okay, it looks like that says US East, US West.
All right, now let me explain why that is and what that is, okay? You'll notice that there are multiple rooms, if you want to call them. Now, I think it's important to understand that you do not have to go to the West Coast, East Coast, whatever, but you will only see people who are in the West Coast, East Coast, whatever. The reason for this is they want to get people in the geographical same area to play, so your pings are not crazy. And I don't know if that'll ever get removed or whatever, but at least for this first go, that's what it's going to look like. Don't be freaked out by it. Go in where you live and play. Everything else beyond that looks exactly the same. It looks exactly like X-Men versus Street Fighter, whatever. So if you live on the West Coast, go to West Coast. If you live on the East Coast, go to East Coast, whatever, right? Now, if you're spectating, which of course spectate mode works, it works exactly like, for those of you that are familiar with Fightcade flycast games, it starts from the beginning. So if two people are fighting and have been fighting for like 4 or 5 minutes, you're going to start to see it at the beginning. That's a flycast thing. It is what it is. If you've ever watched stuff on Fightcade, it's exactly the same, right? So that's what you're going to see. I want you guys to really crush on it, come up with any issues you have, put it in like the Facebook group and such. And then hopefully by Monday, we'll be able to go over anything that people say and figure out what's what. I'm really very curious to see what people's experiences were. I got to play with like one person on the East Coast and a couple people on the West Coast. Unfortunately, the people on the West Coast were literally Evo champions, and that was annoying because I literally lasted 30 seconds. But the people that are on the West Coast, it was smooth like butter. Now, the one thing I do want to go into, we'll talk more about it next week. The amount of energy and time that was put into the inputs on this game, that is input drops, getting rid of them, an additional kind of accuracy features, is kind of incredible. And one of the people that was a former Evo champion who was testing this stuff was kind of critical of the inputs and stuff earlier on. By this past week when we got the last drop, was so impressed. He was like, "It's 300% better. I can do every single move." So you will not have an input problem. You should not at all, or you just don't know what you're doing, I guess is what the thing is. At any rate, I'm excited to see what happens and what people say. I'm very curious, and we'll be talking about all the stuff afterwards. But questions, what do you got, Moat?
So how much time have you had playing this online version of
Bro, I've been on the MVC2 beta since sometime late last year, like September, October, something. I don't know. I lost track. It was right around the time when the Blitz beta was going on, somewhere around then.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a
I'll find place.
You could have just said, Travis, it's been almost
84 years.
Okay, so you can tell the difference from like when you guys first started to where you guys
are
now.
Yeah, you guys would not have wanted to play this game last year, or even like 3 months ago. You would have been like, no, you would not. I understand all the frustration, because the weird thing for me was I was seeing the frustration out there, and I was seeing what the beta test was like, and I kind of could understand both sides of it. I can tell you that this was an all hands on deck at Arcade 1-Up, and I'm not like trying to protect them or prop them up. I saw it. 100% saw it. And when I was critical of things, because I was critical of a lot of stuff, and I pushed back and I gave my 2 cents many times on this. And to be honest, MVC 2, I don't even like the game. To be honest, it's not a game for me. But I spent as much time in the betas for this thing as I've done for KI, Blitz, all the games that I love, because I feel like this community deserves, and me, I bought it too, deserves their money's worth. So I went in there and I did the things that needed to be done, and I said the things that needed to be said. And it's not to say that anything I said specifically made this happen, but you wouldn't have wanted to play it last year. You wouldn't have. This year, where it is right now, it's in a really good space. I'm excited to see what people say.
Was it even in a runnable state last year? Like, you know what I mean? Like, was it even?
There were moments. There were moments when no, but that's the case for anything. That's the case for literally everything. You can say that about anything. There were like the 2 weeks before Blitz came out, I'm like, I don't think Blitz is going to have multiplayer. And then all of a sudden they did something. I'm like, Blitz is all night. So that's just the thing, man. That's just the thing.
So Roger asked a really good question. Yeah. Any without you getting too much into it, is there any specifics on cording up during online? You know how
that's a Code Mystics thing. This is exactly like X-Men versus Street Fighter, MVC. All that stuff looks exactly the same. There's no difference in the GUI.
So we're gonna go in, we're gonna spectate, and then we're gonna have to hit the live button and exit back out and stuff.
Yeah, all the same stuff you currently do.
Okay.
Which, by the way, all the way up until KI Spectate was awesome. Yeah, now KI Spectate's like.
Yeah, no, KI Spectate is legit. You know what I mean? It's legit, right? Matt Astra said, did they say what caused it to be unplayable since it's peer-to-peer play like the other online fighters?
We'll see if we get into that next week. I don't want to talk too deeply about that. Right. I mean, I know a lot about the things that happen, and I just want to, I'm going on here to talk to Moat because I love Moat. I love what he does for the community, so I want to give him a little extra shine.
I appreciate that.
But I don't want to get myself.
Yeah, no. Yeah, don't give away your bag. Yeah, no. So can we talk? So you said earlier that the input latency is way better.
Substantially. And by the way, I didn't really recognize it, but considering I talked to Justin Wong a lot over the last 2 months, and just kind of pinging him about different things and asking him his observations, there was a moment when him and the other Evo champion, which I don't want to say his name because I don't know how many people know that he was helping out. I was like, so how does this compare to last week's update? He was like, it's 300% better. It's substantially night and day better, could do every single move he had. There were moments and weeks where they couldn't do certain moves, certain specials consistently. They may get it 7 out of 10 times. They were getting it 10 out of 10 times every single time. With this update, it only came out a week ago.
Oh, wow. So it's on stock sticks or
stock sticks. No one's doing this keyboard or this any other shenanigans. No one's doing all that. OTG and call me out. I love you, but come on, son.
Yo, B said, did you get any better playing against Jay Wong?
How do you get better at playing Jay Wong when you live for 30 seconds? How does that happen? When he knocks you in the air and you never come down until you're dead? I will say this. So with the version before the last 2 versions we got, which had better improvements to inputs, I was lasting longer against him, which is really interesting because I played him multiple times on different revisions, and I would last a lot longer. Then there was a revision that came in that helped with some of the inputs, and he destroyed me. I never got even close to him ever again. It was like a light switch had happened, and I'm like, holy crap! Because at one point I'm like, oh, this is Jay Wong. At least I can take some life off him. Then it was like, oh, this is Jay Wong. I'm gonna just sit down because there's nothing I can do. So something happened, and his level went up. So it's all the inputs. And he goes, yeah, the inputs are much better.
Yo, B, and also yes, B did beat Justin Wong. I was there. The pop off was real. It was it was real. So inputs better. Somebody asked about quality of life issues. Is there going to be any of that addressed in this update? Random audio being turned down or overheated?
I can't say this enough. Every single bit of programming, everything was done just to get the online stood up. All the other budget stuff will be addressed after everyone sees if online is good. So there's still these little bugs that are out there that people may, like the volume thing still happens or whatever on occasion. Like there's these little things, right? The staticky sound, like that's still there because they literally were like, we just need to get this thing online, which I think anyone who owns MVC2 would be like, yeah, that's the right answer. Because if they would have split the dev to fix these little bugs, we still wouldn't have it done. So literally they absolutely threw all that stuff on, just get this thing online, get it working, and then we'll go back and fix the other bugs.
Right. Jam, absolutely. Battles, I don't think that they're, and Travis, you might be able to answer this, but I don't think they're going to. Will the OG MVC cab be patched with the input lag update for all the other titles?
I think it already was. Oh wait,
there was.
There was. Yeah,
there was. It was the beginning of the MVC2 cab. They did that
as long as you didn't have
MVC and X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Yeah, it was. And by the way, I don't know if the new fixes, the ones that were just put in MVC2, were Flycast specific. I don't know if there's relevancy to the other games, because for people who don't know, MVC2 on the MVC2 cabinet is Flycast, and the other ones are different. They're not Flycast. Right. So they were fixing. By the way, if you go to Fightcade, the Flycast version of Fightcade has input drops. Anyone who plays that will tell you that it's not perfect. I mean, people consider it perfect, but it's not. And this fixes all those, plus some other stuff. So
perfect version is Dreamcast, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Dreamcast.
Which I always thought was weird. Like people would never play like the Dreamcast version of MVC2. They'd always play like the Flycast version. Like I always thought that was weird, but whatever.
Yeah.
On Fightcade it is, right? Sosa wants to know, and this is actually a good question. Will people be able to glitch to raise the rank using characters like Gambit and Juggernaut? So in other words, you want to know if you can glitch with Juggernaut and then swap out, and then you have a powered up Juggernaut for the rest of the game. That's what you want to know.
What does that mean? Glitch is like you mean like
okay? So when you use Juggernaut, you use power up. I mean, you use power up. The mode when he goes power up and then turns on red, and then you swap him out for another person. Juggernaut retains all that. He retains all that strength, whatever.
I mean, do you remember back when Moat was in Vegas? I think I remember them hearing say this, that they wanted to keep those glitches and stuff in the game.
Absolutely. Let's see. Wish they would have added the 360 and the PS3 versions too. I wish, but you got to be strong enough to run that hardware. Again, it's a remaster, so it's got to be strong enough. How soon will your MVC2 tournament start?
I think tomorrow. Are you doing it tomorrow? Do you say, or the day after?
We're gonna run it tomorrow night. If as long as the app comes up tomorrow night, I literally want to break the server so they can see 100%. Like they'll get some real time data and whatever else, right? You know what I mean? So, like literally. So again, on the Mo Plays channel tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. So it's gonna be like right after weekly retro parties. So I'm gonna be like running, but I do want to break the servers, and I wanted to see because again, if there's a situation like this where there is a tournament, currently that tournament is scheduled for May. I have it scheduled out in May. So if there's a situation where we have a tournament, you want this to run pristine. You know what I mean? And
just
so
for the time, because they're going to be watching. So
yeah, so
I mean, get in there tomorrow. If you got a job you can get out of that job.
I want to listen. Don't be the Gambit Sky glitch. I'm pretty sure all the glitches are in the game. Nobody's taking that out, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's taking that stuff out. But yeah, so I don't want to run. Y'all know me. I don't want to run a tournament if like something's not working 100% or even like 95%. So I want to see how it goes. That being said, it's something different. And listen, I know a lot of people give me crap. Oh, you just play Marvel, and even though we're running the Killer Instinct tournament right now, dude. Oh, you're right here. I want you to see just how beautiful this belt is up close. I want you to see. The picture doesn't know justice, and I want you to see just how beautiful.
But wait, that's for the 2013 version, huh?
Yeah, it's for 2013.
I got no chance for that. I want that, but I don't.
It's clean, but it's clean though. It's clean though,
I
right?
have no chance at 2013. Zero.
Because we can do color now. You know what I'm saying? Then say we'll play it, bro. It's clean. The alligator stuff. Like, I just wanted to show you since you're right there.
UAG, I'm trying to get you fired. So. Toxin's talking about how the Geekworm, which Geekworm works on your MVC2, because you've gotten this.
I am currently running I'm running 1.5. 1.5 works on MVC2. The only one that I have 2.0 is for Killer Instinct. But Travis, you can win this one though. This one, Travis, you can win this.
Yeah, listen, I'll go for that.
That one's good. Well, yeah, so 1.5 Geekworm, LVDS board.
God, he said you might as well send it right now.
Yo, God, listen, Golly. A lot of people say that, bro. A lot of people say that, but you know what I'm saying, don't happen, right? Let's see.
I gotta get up with Godly on MK11. I haven't been able to.
Oh, you should. He's got a tournament this Friday. Yo, Godly has an MK11 tournament this money, and it's like $100. So y'all should go win that free money. They should release it on a Friday. That'd be really a stress test for it. I'm gonna disagree. I don't think you put it out Friday because you get people that people are off on Friday, but they might have plans Friday night. You know, again, these are all adults. They might have dates or whatever else, right? Or there might be a show called I Got Next that runs other arcade one up stuff. So you know what I'm saying, they shouldn't do it on a Friday. But no, seriously, do it like a Wednesday. Legit. And then just get like a big mass gathering of the people and then just have fun with it. At the end of the day, it's coming online. And I think that's what really matters.
Yeah. I'm really very, very, very curious what people will say. Listen, by the way, 100% there will be haters. There were people who were hating on Blitz. Blitz was like flawless. People were like, oh, look how slow it is. Bro, did you ever play Blitz online? That stuff was smooth.
It's it's funny how people like, oh, well, it's bad online, but Blitz has never been online before. So
I didn't understand what that was about. But I'll tell you, man, Blitz is great online at this point, and it doesn't have near the care that MVC2 has had put into it to try to get this thing up and running. And you know, the thing is, like, MVC2 is kind of a hard thing to emulate. That's what it comes down to.
Yo, did your cab automatically get pinged based on what room you go in, on or off where you are?
Huh? What does that mean?
So, you know, peer to peer, depending on what area you're in. Like, for instance, like we do like a lot because we're in the Midwest, so we usually tend to float towards the East Coast. You know what I mean? Because it's a little bit closer.
No. So no, it should not, Skyhook. Basically, the rooms, the different, the East, West, all that stuff is more for people to just understand where people in their geographical area are, because legitimately, that's the first test. Just get people to play. Then you can start doing North, East Coast, West Coast and stuff. I think Arcade went up, and it's smart, wants to start people geographically, because the thing is, and this happens on everything. I saw this happen on Blitz. People were like, man, that thing was sucked. They're all glitched out. This dude lives in like Alabama trying to play someone in Yugoslavia on his 10-cent internet. I was like, well, yeah, bro. I mean, of course. So I think this is actually kind of smart. I would highly suggest you just pick one that's close to you. It doesn't mean the room itself is near you. That's not it at all. It means other people that hopefully see it will be in your area, which means your ping should be good, which is ultimately what you want.
Right. Let's see. The rubber band match. Yo, listen, Brooklyn men, listen. People go out, man. You know, everybody seems to think that we play arcade, cats play arcades, and they just, you know what I mean. Yo, B said, I need a better main team on MVC2. My MVC1 team doesn't translate well to MVC2. All right, so B. So, yo, you can keep Morgan, but you're gonna have to get rid of Spidey. But Spidey's great though. Maybe you know what you should do? You should try Sosa's team and play some Psylocke and Cammy, because Sosa uses Psylocke as a launcher, and then you can take Cammy in the air and do all kinds of nefarious stuff. Yeah, Sosa, you take my ratio team, dude. I'm talking about your team. Or you can learn how to do the Iron Man Infinite, you know what I mean? And you know,
I use Iron Man on MVC2, but I don't know how to do nothing with him. I just like him because he's kind of easy to play and he's fun.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I got washed regularly against Wong and other people. I was like, I don't know, whatever. My team, I played around with different teams. Yeah, he's not wrong actually compared to other countries.
Got gigabit internet though. My internet.
Yeah, but no, I mean, other countries have had gigabit internet for years. Kong's asked me what my team is. So the team that I've kind of landed on right now, and only because I kind of have a familiarity with them, is Wolverine, Cyclops, who sometimes I swap out, and then Iron Man.
Cyclops.
If I swap out Cyclops, I use a Cyclops because I use him in X-Men vs Street Fighter because I kind of know him. Right? But I noticed there's some things he doesn't do that he does in X-Men vs Street Fighter. So sometimes I'll put Cable in, and then recently I played Little Squirrel. It was fun.
So wait, which Wolverine are you playing though? Are you playing Adamantium Wolverine or Bone Claw Wolverine?
Because I don't want no bones. I don't know nothing about that.
Listen. I'm just saying that is still to me. It's still 20 years later.
I don't know the difference.
That's the most awkward thing in the world. Put Adamantium and Bone Claw in. I'm like, bro, because you had to unlock Adamantium Wolverine. Let me ask you, how do you feel? I know you don't play a lot of it, but how do you feel about them unlocking all the characters for MVC2 instead of making you work for it, whether it be pressing the button 32,000 times or?
I personally think it's a good idea because most of the people they're going to buy are going to want to play their team that they played years ago that they would have to wait 8 years for. However, I think they should have put a little switch in settings to lock them back up if you want to do that. I think that you solve it for everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's great. But I mean, you could always play the overpowered teams. You know what I mean? You could play some Doom and some Strider and then maybe Cyclops or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I just got worked by everybody. I don't know. I'll play people tomorrow. I'm gonna be on the regular non-beta firmware, so I'll be able to actually play people.
Oh, nice.
Right now, I can't play anyone on KI, and I can't play anyone on Blitz right now. But eventually, I'll be able to get back on public for both. But for tomorrow, I'm going to go out there and let people body me. I know my record's terrible, but I've been playing champion, so I feel okay about that.
Well, sometimes it's not about the record; it's about sending the message.
I saw someone say that the other day on in a meme, and I'm like, "Oh, there's the moat thing."
Yeah, because it's about sending the message. Listen, for instance, Cham's in the chat right now. Cham entered Fighters Evo's tournament on Sunday just to send a message. He wasn't even trying to win. We were playing poker. We were playing Prominence Poker on Spoke Sunday. Yeah. And he just entered just to send a message. If I wanted to, I could win. You know, sometimes it's about the message.
But the best message is when you win.
Right.
That is the best message.
I mean, but sometimes you can just show that you want to win, and then you don't win, but you show that you can, because at least people are like, well, what if? What if, right? So the online is being improved, but what about the offline of MVC2?
Yeah, again, none of that's been changed, because every single bit of dev has been on online. Now, if no one has any problems with online and it just works beautifully, then they're going to just go back and start fixing the offline stuff that still needs to be. There's a list, they know, but none of that got touched because it was all. I can't stress this enough. It was all hands on deck. Get this thing online. The priority was get this thing online. It has been for months. So while it is disappointing that you get an update, maybe it'll fix those things. No, most of that stuff's still going to be there, but you're going to play online.
Okay. How do you feel about a ratio mode in MVC2? Now that you've seen where the game's at as far as online capabilities and whatnot, do you think that there should be a ratio mode on the cabinet?
What's interesting is that was something that John had brought up a long time ago, before the difficulties of getting this thing online. I don't know what happens from here now, because remember, there was a bunch of money that was set aside. He said that was going to be for MVC2. He had mentioned all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much of that money is left. I don't know how much this stuff costs. I just know they've been deving this thing for longer than they thought. And I'm not saying anything out of school, because of course they thought it was going to be ready by the time they launched, right? They knew that. Right. So duh. I don't think that, I think at the end of the day, it would be great, but what might end up happening is they might just get to the point where they fix all the bugs. And by that point, maybe there's no more budget. And it's well, listen, we got you everything and we just don't have the more budget. I don't know. That's a John D question that maybe, here's what I would do. A Monday stream when we do it, go into the live stream, say, hey, John, remember that ratio mode thing you said? Is that still going to be possible? Let's find out.
You're talking about that. You're talking about waiting to Monday. I'll just ask him Thursday. I'll just ask him Thursday, right? But yeah, man, we've been at this for an hour. Yo, chat, if you guys have any questions, let's get them in there real fast, because I don't want to hold Travis up because it's Tuesday night. And random question, Travis, have you been watching The Last of Us on HBO Max?
No, I kind of want to.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I heard it's really great.
It's so good, right? Yeah. Let's see. Technically, you could delete the save file in the cabin and start level 0, but that's risky business. Yeah. That's where.
So my man Jeff, what's going on? What are you doing here, Jeff? Oh boy, Jeff, how'd you find? Oh, because I retweeted it.
Oh, well, welcome, El Jefe. That's what's up. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. So do ratio rules on the app, but the thing about so again, now we're talking we're going back to the app and whatever else, right? And that could be cool. But the problem is you have to implement that into the cab, and then you have to worry about everybody playing the same characters, and then the point system that you're following. Are you following one that's on Fightcade? Are you following the new updated one? Those are the questions, right? Okay, let's see. So Travis, what's going on with Time Crisis and House of the Dead?
First of all, I haven't heard that House of the Dead's coming at all. And as far as Time Crisis goes, I think I know about it. Well, you saw the thing, what was the leak last year, right? That it's coming. Mm-hmm. And wasn't there even a leak of a picture or something last year or something?
There was a Time Crisis leak that was inside of a big blue frame. Yes, there was.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Real quick. So during this whole time, we've been asking for transparency, and patch notes and beta testers have been using the app. Why couldn't Arcade One Up just say we have an app for that? It's coming. Because if they would have said, I got it. Because if they would have said there was an app for that, there would have been questions like these. Where's the app? Why is it not here? When do we get to play with it? What's going to happen on the app? Etc. Etc. Like it's an app.
There's just certain things that you can't in advance. Because here's the other thing I've learned in a lot of time with Arcade One Up is, a lot of time. Yeah. Godly, if you do DDR, man, if you put a live stream of, I'll start telling.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to distract. I was just
no. That's a good. If you do some Dance Dance Revolution, listen, I'll tell John D needs to get on that if you're gonna live stream it. Anyway, what I've learned in this process talking to John is kind of reminds me of some of the stuff I've learned from other brands that I've worked with, and that's that even if you know well in advance something that you think you're going to work on, the reality is that thing might not happen at all or might get pushed back, and that's kind of the nature of the biz. Like this app has been being worked on for a very long time, but I don't think they even knew exactly when it was going to come out. So if they would have said 8 months ago that, yeah, we'll probably put that in the app, you'd be waiting for 8 months. It'd be just like, where's MVC2 online? Where's MVC2? Where's the app? Where's the app? Where's the app? Where's the,
Yeah. And that was one of the main things that happened when they started pre-announcing cabinets like last year. It was a cabinet again. Now Dragon Lair is a perfect example of that. They announced Dragon's Lair and then people kept saying, well, where's it at? And then where's it at? And where's that? This cabinet isn't coming out. And then you had 14 different content creators talking about how, well, this isn't here, this isn't there, right?
It is what it is.
Yeah, and you knew the app was coming. It's just one of the things where, whatever else. So it is what it is. Chan, they need Time Crisis 2, not 1. I agree, but I don't think the technology's there. That's why I bought it for the PS2.
I think you're right about that.
Any news, XL, any news besides one supposedly around the holidays?
Yeah. Oh, XLs? No. 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 Yeah. Just that they're coming.
Yeah. Do you think they should have put the Fast and Furious inside of an XL?
So I didn't even know Fast and Furious was an arcade until I found out that this game was coming.
Seriously?
I've known that Fast and Furious was coming for many months now, but I didn't know that it was an arcade until I found out that it was coming for Arcade One Up.
It's great. Fast and Furious and Fast and Furious Drift. So they said multiple games. So you can't answer this question. I'm not even going to ask you that because it's not a question you can answer. I can't be like, yo, so is it going to be all the Fast and Furious games?
I mean,
you can't answer that, right? You can't answer that, bro. Yo, he said, don't play with him, do it for real. I think it's Walter here.
Listen, I'm in their ear about this every other day. I have pissed off people about this. Only thing I can tell you is that I'm the one that's practically knocking on the door every other week and talking to people. And there is an indication that worst case scenario, possibly input latency will be fixed. As far as Spectate and everything else goes, that's more of a financial hit. So they'll have to assess that. But right now, like, again, a lot of things, the problem with and I'm learning this, is that when I go to certain people and I go, can we get this stuff done for MK30th? Because you got Deluxe coming out, so it makes sense to fix this stuff. They're like, yeah, that actually makes sense. We'll put it on the list. But they've got a bunch of stuff that they're working on that's going to come out soon that they have to prioritize. For example, the app, for example, Deluxe, for example, like all these things, right? That I didn't even know about before. Like the Casino Case kind of came out of nowhere for me, even though I had known a bunch of stuff. I don't think I even knew about it until shortly before it happened. And that's stuff they had to test. And the reality is, as much as I want it, as much as everyone else wants it, and as much as I'm in their ear every single week, it's on the list to get assessed and something done. I will say that there are multiple firmwares being tested on other games currently. MK is not one of them yet, but once these get rotated out and then those firmwares drop on those games, there'll probably be more. And that's just the nature of the flow.
Do you think they're doing too much?
No, they don't have a choice. This year, one of the things that we talked about on the show in March, and I don't know if it was clear enough, is that I think this is the year that Arcade One Up is going to spend more time trying to fix older games and get patches out for older games. I don't know how long it's going to take for some of these things to happen. I am constantly being a pain in the ass of the main guy who runs QA. And then I'm also always in John's ear and anyone else who will listen to me, just to let people know that, hey, the community wants this. I think you need to consider this. At the end of the day, they understand it. Everything is on a list, 100%. Right. And then whether or not it gets fixed or whatever, I think what'll happen is I'm going to push for this. If there's ever a point where something is a no, I want to be able to say it on the show. I don't want people to keep guessing for months later and going, is it going to happen? It's going to happen. They already don't know. I'm going to push for the show to once the assessment's been made and the answer is no, to say no. I don't want people to be waiting for months and months. So basically what I'm saying is right now, nothing is no. As soon as something is no, I'm going to make them say no.
Okay. That's cool. 499 from Constant Fanboy. Yo, I know it's on MVC2 right now, but I'd like to know, Travis, do you have any idea on a release date or at least an approximation for MK2 Deluxe?
We kind of said this on the stream. I don't know why he's asking this. We said it's in the next 30 days. It's less than 30 days from now. We literally said that on the stream. I don't understand.
Yeah.
All the deluxes are like less than 30 days.
Thank you for the super chat. Garage Gamer, how much money do you think Arcade One Up is investing in the app?
I don't know specifically who programmed it. If it was an internal person or not, I don't know.
I don't know, but I had thoughts. I had thoughts. I had thoughts. No.
I know you have an idea of.
I have an idea. Listen, and listen, I'm not getting nobody in trouble or whatever.
No. If you had to make an app like that, how much would you expect to have to pay that have similar features? Not saying that this is Arcade One Up, but if the Moat Plays app had the same exact features, how much do you think you would have to pay?
See, that's a loaded question because I know people that build it. For what's on there currently right now, about 15,000. Because a lot of it's like, especially under the account tab, a lot of it just mirrors out to the website. Yep. You know what I mean? And it's not like a bunch of sliding or things in the app or whatever site. They're literally just tabs. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you also have to remember, code had to drop on arcades too.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All this has to be coded from the ground up. You know what I mean? Yep. So that's what I'm saying. Like 15, 20, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But that's starting point. That's not continuing like going up and up and up and building on and adding more functionality like voice chat and things of that nature that could potentially come down. What you were speaking about earlier, like maybe mirroring from the cabinet to your phone or to a device. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of that. But like starting where that app's at right now, 20,000 on the cheap day. Like legit on the cheap day. And that's the low end, chat. That's the low end.
And that's without knowing you're going to get any ROI on it.
Right. Again, that's the low end. So I don't know. Roger wants you to express the importance of spectate mode on all fighting game cabinets in the future. Yeah. Because listen, if MK doesn't get it, does that mean Tekken doesn't get it?
No. So here's the thing. All right. So let me speak on that. So currently there are two basic engines, if you will, that are used on their fighting games. There's Gemini, which is on a lot of things, not just, it's also on Tron and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Which is what Code Mystics made. Now, just because their software didn't mean, like Code Mystics didn't do Tron, but their middleware was licensed for it. And then there's the other one that does like Street Fighter, right? So anything that uses the Street Fighter engine, pretty much just plopping the existing Spectate on top of it works. Now that KI has Spectate, when or if Arcade One Up comes out with another fighting game that uses that Gemini engine, all they have to do now is license this thing, the Spectate and everything, along with everything they already license, and then the dev can implement any and all of it. Wow. Now the problem with MK is Code Mystics didn't code that; it was another developer, and they licensed it before Spectate existed. So the problem is Arcade One Up would have to go relicense more money to Code Mystics, then get the dev to implement it, more money.
Right.
So a lot of money on what they hope would have the same impact that KI did. I pretty much feel like, and I've said this a billion times to them, it will have an impact. 100% it will. So I don't think there's anyone who doesn't doubt that. I think they're just looking at how much it's going to actually cost and what the possibilities of it are. Now, when I talk to John about Tekken, because I talk to him about Tekken all the damn time, I have said it needs to have 1, 2, 3 Tekken tag and a Soul Calibur or Soul Edge and whatever else is in there, right? Like that's a great lineup. All of them are within System 12, which can be easily done. And then I said, gotta make sure it has Spectate and everything. Make sure you use the Code Mystics thing. And he has contacts in Namco, so I don't even know that he would necessarily go to Code Mystics for this. You got to remember, look at what was it? Not Outrun. What's the other? Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer.
That was like a port from whoever. You look at Blitz. That was a port from some of the guys that worked on Blitz. They did end up using the middleware, but like they literally don't even have to use any of that. They could literally just have a company do the whole thing. So it just depends. I think every title will be looked at and kind of gone, okay, does this make sense? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Yeah.
Right. So do you think, so I don't own the cabinet, but I hear a lot of people, and I'm going to highlight this, but a lot of people say that the input latency on MK30th is, I'm saying outside of the screen or whatever else, right? Like makes it unplayable online.
I don't disagree. I've said this a billion times to them. And it's something that, like I said a little while ago, it's already on the list. It's already going to be looked at.
There you go. There you go.
There's a list. It's just that there's, like I said, there's already games right now that are being tested on their firmware that will be coming out over the coming weeks and months. And once those get cleared out, then they can move on to the next group of games. I'm hoping that MK is one of those. I'm pushing and I'm annoying people about MK. Trust me when I tell you, I am literally pissing people off about it. And then we'll see
somebody off.
Oh, 100%. They told me I was. They literally told me I was.
That's funny. Thor said, I've been working with software for a very long time. I'm not quite impressed. There's a lot that should be added, but it looks like a strong foundation to me. Yeah, it's got good bones. Legit. I said the same thing. The app, it does have good bones. You know what I mean? Like the same way how everybody's downloading the app and everything else, overloading it tonight. It's what we want to do with these servers tomorrow night.
Yes.
You know
I mean, really try to kill it.
Let's like break it.
I'm super curious how many people are actually going to show up and play. That's what I really want to know. How many people are after all the hubbub? How many people are actually going to show up and play a week from now? Mm-hmm. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, and so I'm going to make a stream after this. We get done. I'll put the stream up. I'll share it to the MVC2 group. And yeah, literally, we should literally attempt to break the servers. Literally, it's not even about watching or calling matches, whatever. It's literally going to be like everybody get in there and everybody play. Let's see. Relicense it. MK is a gigantic franchise. Wow. I'm just reading this right. I can confirm that he has pissed people off.
Shut up, UAG.
Hey, UAG. Hey, hold on, man. Listen.
I want a deep six UAG. I told UAG that I would put aside. You know what? I'll even put the challenge out here now. Like, we can come up with a little gauntlet between me and him, and I promise if he does the gauntlet with me, which includes double dribble, by the way, that if we do this little gauntlet, I'll squash the beef forever. I'll only ever give UAG props because I actually do like UAG. I just like beating the shite out of him. And I'll never talk bad about him again, and I'll just always be his biggest fan. But he's got to go through the gauntlet with me. It's like KI2, maybe Blitz, maybe an MK, and then double dribble. If he does that with me, I won't mess with him ever again about it.
But UAG sucks. I like that name.
That's why I want to beat him consistent. Oh, maybe X-Men versus Street Fighter. Yeah. Well, listen, then I'm just gonna have to dunk on you for the rest of your life. Then if double dribble doesn't work.
I think y'all should do it. Why not? Why not? Because if anything, one's in the chat if y'all want to see Travis and UAG go.
Let's go.
Let's go. You know what I mean? Because if anything, it would show that hey, Travis, unlike a lot of these content creators, plays his games.
Let's go.
And he can get his hands dirty. I'm just saying, like, bro, like I want to see it. You know what I mean? Like, look at the one. Look at the ones. You know what I'm saying? Put the ones up.
Bloodline.
yo, this hat's in God mode today. But no, seriously, like we should set. You know what I'm saying? We should do it, and it'll be freaking great, right?
I'm gonna try to find some time tomorrow, just randomly to jump on MVC2 and let people beat up on me. I think it's great, so I'm excited for everyone to get playing. Yeah, wait, no, well, listen, there's that too. What's going on with that? He's ducking everybody.
So, from what I remember, UAG was supposed to fight her 2 weeks ago, and now on stream he said Big Blue, but I guess he meant Fightcade. So she didn't have Fightcade installed. He said Big Blue, and then last weekend, Jade wasn't feeling well. So
okay,
I mean, so eventually, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, everything's gonna have to go full circle.
Yeah.
As long as Bliss is on there, Super Turbo. So tell you what, hold on. Tell you what. Why don't you let me set it up? Y'all each pick 4 games, and we'll throw it on the wheel and let it spin. Let me set it up in the first of 4. You know what I'm saying? The first 4.
And we'll do it in a couple weeks or whatever. We'll hype it up and everything for sure. Yeah. I'll even talk about it on the live stream. You can talk about it on the tournament stream there, UAG. You can hype it up.
Yeah, she said this week. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, how about it? How about it, Nick? Yeah, I ain't calling you UAG. How about it, Nick? Let's load it up. Let's run it. Let's run it. I'm not even reading that Welcome to Die.
I beat him the last 2 games we ever played.
That's why, and that's why I'm not reading
more
it.
about it. I mean, I'm the last 2 games we played. I won both. So
that's why I didn't read it. Right?
Totally get it. He's feeling himself with that belt. I get it. I understand.
Yeah. Exactly, Roger. Look, I didn't have anything going on this. You know what I'm saying? It does sound like a smoke Sunday to me.
By the way, can I say something, Moat? That Survivor mode, Survivor show you're doing is freaking fantastic. Like, it's so different. It's so fun to watch. Like, it's really a lot of fun. It's so different and just kind of weird. It's good. I like it a lot.
Dude, so literally, I am so happy with that show. Legitimately, I'm so happy with it because it's like I wanted to do something different, something fun where we can just be goofy. Last week we got to hear UAG sing Whitney Houston and other cats sing this or that, whatever. And this week we got to play some Gartic Phone. Next week it's a relay race. Like, I've been having fun, and I think a lot of people, content creators, get so focused on this stuff, right? Like, they forget the joy. And remember, this is supposed to be about fun and joy. And so when I sit and tell y'all, if y'all not sub to the Mo Plays channel, y'all should be, because there's shenanigans and stuff afoot over there. And we are just having a blast. Legit. We are having a blast, man. Like, I'm just glad people enjoy it. Literally, I'm genuinely happy that people enjoy it. Let's see. I'm just gonna highlight it. You ain't gotta say nothing. I just want to highlight it.
I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. You gotta remember, the whole reason that I ever started playing Tekken 7 was to be able to beat him, and I beat him in the finals of a tournament. So I'm done. I did what I wanted to do.
360. That's a good question. The app's gonna get a tournament bracket like challenge. So
wow, that's a great idea.
All right. So as a TO myself, I don't want to depend on an app to run that. Legit, unless there's like a website, like extension, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to depend on the app because apps go down. And yes, challenge does go down. It does, okay? But you have to add so much more functionality.
I think what you do though, because for the arcade one community, they're going to want to be able to have control over everything.
Right.
I think they should implement it. And then as a TO, you can have your duplicate on challenge and just have people sign up there too. But just for people to know that it exists.
Definitely.
App, and then yeah.
So there's two schools of thought to that, right? And it's kind of what I don't know if they're doing this on MVC2 or not, but I've always said there should be some like kind of tournament mode setting on MVC2 where we can just, you know what I'm saying, have people register with a certain room code and go fight, right? But what would be cool on the app is if it did work like Fightcade, where we could submit our tournaments or whatever else and be like, hey, this is going on the cabinet, and then they send out a push notification, kind of like how the tournaments are, whatever else, right? And like kind of like highlight it. Again, this is kind of one of those things where I'm like, people should be able to sit. Like let's be real. Honestly, there's only like 4 of us in this doggone space.
Yeah.
There's only like 4 of us that freaking
doing this,
that organize tournaments. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, so like, if we can put in like an application or something, I mean, like, hey, we're running.
I don't think that would be a problem. Not only that, you guys should almost do like the NFL, like AFC and NFC. Like, you could have your champions, like you do the laundromat, and then the 7-Eleven, and then you have Blast of Speakers has his. The Steps Gaming has hers. Like, I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
Yo, B says, it's a fun show. My only thing that sucks is I'm not competing. The other home arcade championship show sort of fizzled out.
Yeah, that's too bad. That was fun.
Listen, this is okay. It's a pilot, just like how the back alley was a pilot. This is a pilot, man. Like, we're just testing stuff out. B, you are more than welcome to participate on the next one. Absolutely. Like, again, we're just here having fun. It's just dumb shenanigans, right? And yes, UAG, it would be easier to register on the app, and I agree with that. I do agree with that. I think if we could get some kind of access to, like, you know what I'm saying, maybe like promote it or whatever else, right? Again, because it's all about, in this space, it's all about growing the community. You know what I mean? Like, go in there, turn the cab on, throw hands. That's what it's about, right? So, yeah, that's joy. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let's see. Yes, the tournament is being streamed on the official Arcade 1UP channel this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, with the tournament starting a half an hour afterwards. So, check-ins are opening 2 hours early. Make sure that you check in. Yeah, check in.
I'll be watching.
You know what I'm saying? 5-minute call time. Like, listen. We moving like Lou, baby. We not waiting. Look, listen. Check it out. Hey, chat, look, it ain't my stream, but I'm gonna be the bully that night. because y'all know I don't want to. Y'all know I don't want to be all day in the tournament.
That's right. Yeah.
I love tournaments. You know, we on the clock. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I saw DJ Ill fight. I see DJ Ill signed up. We watching his fight. I'll tell you right now whose fight we're watching. Based on who signed up, we're gonna watch a DJ Ill fight. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna watch we might watch a Rob 2D fight. We'll watch a Natsu Cal fight. You know what I mean? Listen, clockwork. Yeah, no.
I like Toxic because Toxic is 100% correct. This is 100% true thing. Great to make improvements. 100% true Toxic. Thank you. Yeah,
absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Godly said, I'll run KI and then MK if it gets Spectate.
Well, he needs to get KI. He doesn't have to.
Yeah, first, right. You got to get in the door. How you gonna talk from outside the club? You can't even get in. Listen, I love Godly, man. Godly's great, man. Yeah, Godly's great. I'm busting his balls, bro, but he's great.
The only thing I was upset about was when we all played MK12 or MK11 a couple months ago, when weeks back. Sometimes it takes me a while to download people, and we were doing King of the Hill, so I would start to learn something about it and then get kicked out and lose. Yeah. I'm like, I actually want to play Godly, like he's really good. I wanted to like play, and download, and figure it out, but I never got a chance because it was like keep going. So I hope I can. Him and C Smooth too, man. They're two cool cats, man. I like them.
Really, hold on, Garage Gamer. Am I supposed to read this in the Scott Backride voice? We hear you. We know what you want. And that's supposed to do that. All right, Chad. Hold on. Enough of this. Yo, I'm getting the cab ASAP. Leave me alone. Listen.
Come on, Golly, bring it, baby. Let's go.
Listen. They didn't hear 1,286 signatures so much for hashtag get loud.
They literally said they did. I don't know what console fanboy like his what is the thing called like everything's death and gloom. He's so gloomy about everything. He's like, they didn't hear it. Literally, they'll go, yeah, we heard it. It's the thing. And he's like, wait a minute, he's not.
Oh, yo. Golly just added to the collection, bro.
Look, let me see. Hold on, let me look.
He's hold on. I don't know if my app's open. I don't know if it works or not.
Mine was open a second ago. Let me see. Yeah, it's open now. User 48927 asked me to be a friend.
Like, bro, and that's the other thing. Listen, I know they're overloaded. Can I stop getting requests from user 8675309?
I'm not doing that. No.
Like, bro, like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Yeah. Yo, Champ said these guys putting over Golly. He ducks hard. Listen.
What?
No, hold on. Y'all can fight tonight. Listen, after this show's off, y'all know where we be at in the Discord. Go right to the Hangout channel and somebody's streaming and we just watch it. Because that's what we doing over here.
He said, hey, they let me add it. Look at him perpetrating the fraud. Godly.
This motherfucker. Oh, anyway, let's get the hell up out of here. Travis, is there anything else you want to say, man?
Nah, just come back through. Well, first of all, this week is hot. So tomorrow, head on over to Moat Plays. Smash that MVC2. For people who are just getting here, I'll say two things that I saw come back up. Number one,
96 pitch. Yeah.
Don't expect a whole bunch of updates to single player and stuff because everything over the last couple of months is all about getting multiplayer online. I also showed that there's going to be rooms. They don't necessarily mean anything other than they're going to give you a place to find people who are in your geographic area so that your ping should be good because we don't want you playing people that are so far away with jacked up internet that you're going to have a problem. So do that. Moat has a tournament on it tomorrow. Make sure you check that out. I mean, come in and smash that in. Maybe it will be out tonight, 2 a.m. Eastern. So if you're on the West Coast like me, you might just stay up a little later and try it a little bit. Otherwise, when you wake up tomorrow, it should be there. And then Thursday on the Arcade 1UP channel, UAG and Moat doing it big, Street Fighter tournament. And then on Monday, I guess, I'm doing another Arcade 1UP. I didn't know this until we were on the stream. They're like, the 20th. I'm like, what? You even heard me say that's a Monday?
UAG said, yo, pick your 4 games.
Oh, let's go.
Just DM me the 4 games. We'll set a date up. How about that? DM me the 4 games. It's got to be on the Sunday.
Here they come. Here they come.
I saw it and I didn't. Thank you. I'm seeing him, right? You know what I mean? But I can't respond to him yet.
See, Marvel, I did bring up some of the stuff you told me about Class of 81. Again, on the list.
Yeah.
Everything's on the list.
And She Lions fight is set up for Saturday. So yeah, UAG. Yo, just shoot me the 4 games. We'll pick a Sunday. Hold on, let me look at the calendar right now.
Oh, Deluxe Video's asking, was it a control? It was not a leak. I can tell you
no, it wasn't
very comfortably that they got jacked.
Okay.
And people that have them are in possession of stolen goods. Yeah. Period. End of story. But like I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't think Arcade 1-Up's going to go after anybody. But if it was me, I would not want to have stolen goods in my house. Just saying.
Travis, UAG, can we shoot for March 26th? Because I'm looking at my schedule after that, and it is packed. Because the 2nd is WrestleMania, the 9th is Killer Instinct 2013, the 16th is the Extra Life stream, the 23rd is a salty run back for X-Men versus Street Fighter. Yeah, we busy out here. Speaking of which, let me end this poll real fast, chat. 115 votes. I appreciate 115 y'all out here, right? Yo, don't play Mario Kart 8. He's not good. Yeah, I'm trashing Mario Kart 8. Yeah, yo, Misaki is a beast. But I'm trashing him, K8. K8 Deluxe. But yo, so the 26th, can we do the 26th?
I think so. It's Sunday, right? Yeah,
that's Sunday. That's Sunday. The 26th. Travis, aka UAG Sucks, taking on.
Oh, does UAG know about that? I don't have that.
Did he not? Wasn't he there Friday? He didn't see it?
He wasn't there when I played, I don't think.
Well, he doesn't know what we're talking about. Well, screw it. So, UAG, you remember how you were getting triggered about that person who was UAG Sucks on the Killer Instinct cabinet? Remember that? There you go.
This is my 3/4 cab. I sold it. But yeah, that was my 3/4 cab.
Yeah. I thought you were going to hit with the Visit Man. It was me, Austin. It was me all along. I thought that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yo, chat, thank y'all for being here, man. I appreciate you. Yo, he said I know it was Baldy Locks. Oh, yeah. Hey, yo. So yeah, yo, look, y'all each pick 4 games. We'll set it up. Let's do the 26. Let's have some fun with it, and then y'all can finally get to the bottom of this, right? Anyway, chat, for Travis, for me, thank y'all for watching. I'm going to go and set up a stream that I wasn't planning on doing, but I'm going to have to do tomorrow night after a Weekly Retro Party. Make sure that you watch the Weekly. Listen, go watch Weekly Retro Party tomorrow night so you can find out what else UAG is going to leak about this app. Because y'all know if UAG say something, y'all know it's pretty 9 times out of 10 the truth. So, hold on a second, real quick.
Yeah, well, hold on. Console Fanboy, real quick. We'll do that. Console Fanboy. So this is actually a company called Soundcore does makes amazing headphones. This is actually a custom made. They only made 4 of these for my podcast. They put the logo for my podcast on there. I know the people at Soundcore used to do a bunch of reviews for them. They literally made 4. This is the color of the podcast, the brand colors, and they made 4 of them. Just
that's sexy as hell.
I used to be kind of important, so I'm just saying. Who's Ice Spice? What is Ice Spice?
I was really about to say, like, yo, ask me a question. Mo, what do you think about Ice Spice? Is that like a drink or something?
What is that? I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Oh, is that chick that sings that one song? You thought you was feeling me? Is that chick? The red bone?
Picture?
Hold on, let me hear. Well, let's Google. Let's Google Ice Spice real fast. Look, my YouTube history about to be Ice Spice images. Why should be some drinks or something? What? Let
me see. Pull it up.
Okay.
Does she have age at least? These?
Okay.
Munch.
Okay. Bro.
What? Okay.
Bro.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I want to go get McDonald's.
Right.
I mean, she's cool. I'm sure she's really cool. She's a rapper, huh? They say she's a rapper.
Yeah, she's a rapper. Okay, she had a little Faith Evans right there. You know what I mean? But
ooh, okay, all right, okay.
No, okay, not too bad. Oh, Lotto's nice though. Lotto's nice though. But yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let me take it up to God dog. See what y'all tripping now. Y'all tripping now. Y'all something else now. Yeah, so that's the chick who's always talking about a munch. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm old, chat. I don't know about munch.
What's her MPC2T?
Yeah. Once again, chat, real quick though, I will share a screen. Real fast. Let me talk about the tournament. I'm gonna refresh right now. We're gonna see how many people are signed up. If you ain't signed up, make sure you get signed up. And 28. It's 28. There's only 20 spots left. 20 spots left. You know what I mean? 28 people came in. And yo, look, Juice Monkey, where's Jago? Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Wait, I don't think I've ever seen Where's Jago in like a tournament of anything before. I'm not saying he hasn't been one, but I've never seen him.
Jago can fight.
No, I know he can, but that's what I'm saying. I personally have never seen him in any of these tournaments, so that's kind of hype. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yo, Faith Evans, listen, soon as I get home. Faith Evans was bad. Look, Faith Evans was bad, right? Doja's better. I'm not gonna disagree with you with that, right? Yo, of course she's attractive, but she's not. She's a pawn, not a queen. This ain't what we here for, chat. This ain't what we here for, right? Yo, but
what type of a podcast?
This is right. Get the see. We're ending on this, chat. My face, her seat. Goodbye, chat. Smash the like button on the way out. Yo, y'all, as hell. Get some drinks. 4 games tomorrow night. Exclamation plays in the chat because I think I closed the window. Exclamation plays in the chat so we can overload the servers. And I'm gonna go make a stream and stuff because, yeah, like she looks like a Ronald McDonald head, bro. Like legit, she looks like. Remember Raggedy Ann dolls? Look,
yeah,
I know but remember Raggedy Ann's? You know what I'm saying? She looks like that. Like she looks like.
I'm not saying nothing.
Like, she looks like she's cosplaying.
I'm not saying nothing.
No, she looks like she's cosplaying. I'm not even mad at her. She's fine. But she's like,
she wants to, man.
Yeah,
woman power.
She's like 19 or something. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Yo, no, that was Saweetie. Saweetie was on the episode of Bel Air. That was Saweetie.
But we know what UAG saying she's fine, but we know all we gotta do is bring up Lions up, and then it's over.
Nikita Lions. Oh yeah, UAG's crush. Yeah. She we ain't say she wasn't fine. Like,
is he in the game?
Yes, Nikita Lions is in the game.
Oh, UAG gonna get WWE 2K3 and be Lions?
We gonna stare at her picture all day because like her picture is something like this. She's like,
oh man, let me tell you.
Hold on. For those who are wondering, yo, who the hell we're talking about? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna end on this chat. I'm gonna show y'all UAG's crush real fast. UAG's hold on. His super crush right now, chat. This chat.
Listen, I don't blame him on this. We kind of the same on this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, look, yeah. And that right there, chat, tells you all you need to see. Good night, chat. Good night.